Welcome everyone to another episode of Slasher Scotty. I am your host, Scotty McCoy, and boy, do I have a surprise for all of you. I have on Zoom with me right now Elijah Cruz, and he is a professional wrestler right on the independent circuit. Hey Elijah, how you doing today?
What's going on, everybody? How's it going?
I'm so glad that we're able to do this interview. I know I seen on your Instagram that you're friends with the Black Pope, Elijah Burke, and I had him on my show in the past as well.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm pretty
Yes.
cool with him. He's like one of my wrestling dads, as you could say.
Nice. Yep, absolutely. It's such a great guy. So the first question I do got for you, how did you get your start into professional wrestling?
Uh, so phew. So I was at a my mom's wedding,
Hmm.
and basically there was this DJ guy there, and he was in professional wrestling. So
Hmm.
me and him got the talking about it, and he was like, "Hey, well, why don't you come with me to a show?" And um, I remember that one day it was like I want to say February
Hmm.
of I want to say I was like 14, 15, one of the two. And, I got training with them. So he would take me every month to a show
Nice.
and we would train in the ring. And then that's how I was starting with that.
That's awesome. So cool. So we obviously know that being a professional wrestler is really hard, especially on the body, mentally and all that. So what do you believe is the hardest part of being a professional wrestler? And what about the easiest?
Um, I think the hardest part of professional wrestling is probably, just staying humble.
Hmm.
Um, a lot of these guys, that go out and wrestle, think they could just pick it up that quick. But
Hmm.
it takes time, it takes patience, and you just got to be proud of like every moment. Not all the time is going to be a great thing
Hmm.
every time you wrestle. So you just got to take the negatives, you got to take the positives, you got to
Hmm.
take everything and just put it all into a positive and just stay humble about it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So do you have obviously there's a lot of like, road trips, a lot of, locker room politics and that, but do you have any funny stories regarding the locker room being on the road or anything with any colleagues or anything that happened to you or anything like that?
Yeah, so I got a whole lot of stories. I think one of the craziest stories for me was I was riding with my boy Joey Chaos,
Okay.
and I was sleeping, and we were driving, and it was late at night, and I like opened my eyes a little bit, and I thought like cars was coming towards us. So I was like, "Oh snap!" That's crazy. Like, oh, we're about to die, and literally like we were fine. So I think
Nice.
that was one of the craziest
Nice.
stories I got on the road.
Nice. 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 So, which wrestler do you believe was one of your better matches?
Uh,
A lot of matches, right?
um, yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, that's a tricky one. I definitely like the one between me, J Rock, and Dakota Orion.
Hmm.
That was a triple threat match for uh, a belt during that time.
Hmm.
Um, I definitely like that match. It was different.
Hmm.
The crowd was definitely into it,
Nice.
and it was my first time winning the belt, so that makes it even better.
That's awesome. So, have you faced any former superstars from like WWE or any AEW superstars or anything like that? And if so, who was it and what was that experience like?
um, I've definitely shared the ring with a couple guys that have been
Hmm.
in like GCW,
Okay.
just all types of range of companies.
Hmm.
I shared the ring with guys, but everybody, you would never tell if somebody's like, you know, top star or whatever. Like
Right.
everybody's cool, everybody's relaxed. It's not like there's no superstar
Hmm.
mentality going around or anything like that.
Right.
And the cool part about when I go out to meet other guys is that we meet on Facebook and then boom we see each other in person like oh shoot what up dude like finally like
Nice.
we're here
That's
we're here
awesome.
and we get to meet each other so I have that encounter with a lot of guys, and it feels good because I personally feel that not a lot of people really know who I am, but I go
Mhm.
out somewhere, it's like, oh snap, that's him. He's there. It's
Nice.
like,
Yep.
oh, you know me, okay, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
it really does feel pretty good.
It does. I mean, it took me 6 years to get to that level with being an author and a filmmaker and obviously doing my podcast. And finally, I have people asking me for them to come on my show. So it's such a good feeling, like when that happens. You know what I mean? So here's a I guess before I get into this question, are you a WWE guy or an AEW guy or both? Or
Uh, I used to be WWE hands down,
Mhm.
um, but then I've seen as I get more into the business and learning about it,
Mhm.
there's pluses, there's minuses, there's
Mhm.
ways that you know us wrestlers want to be treated, and
Mhm.
there's a whole lot to it when it comes down to signing a contract. So
Mhm.
uh, I definitely love what AEW puts out. Uh, the the connection that
Mhm.
as you watch it is completely
Yeah.
different than when you watch WWE.
Mhm.
That's just
Yeah.
my personal opinion.
Yep.
Um, I don't have any bad words about WWE.
Mhm.
I still wish that I can go there. Either or is fine with me.
Right.
I don't care. But I definitely would lean towards more of an AEW type of
That's what I was gonna
situation.
ask. What would you choose, AEW or WWE? And AEW would be the choice.
I definitely would go AEW just because I feel like
Nice.
I have more friends there
Yeah.
now than I will do in the WWE.
Yeah.
I don't have
Absolutely.
no rights, no wrongs of meeting new people. I have no
Mhm.
big deal with that, but I just feel that I will feel more welcome in that locker room versus
Yeah.
a WWE.
Absolutely. And a funny story about an AEW star. I live in Baltimore, and I met there was like down in Glen Burnie, there was like a wrestling event or whatever, and Lita was there. I met her. Adam Cole I met. Jay Lethal I met. Deborah I met. And somebody else I met that the story is about is MJF. And let's just say I paid about $75. I just got a picture. I don't do autographs because I end up losing them and all that. I rather a picture because I get to post it on social media. I get to keep it, anywhere and all that. So I got $75 to meet him. Let's just say that was so worth the $75 because
Yeah,
I got there, right, and I'm in line for about at least an hour and a half. Just I was like an hour and a half for all of them. Pretty much took just to meet all of them. Like I was there for hours just to meet 5 wrestlers. But anyways, so I met MGF, and when it got to my turn, he got a permanent marker before he posed for our photo op, and he wrote on my cheek. He put an L, and he's in his feud with CM Punk, and this is back in February. This is only a month ago. So
mm.
he said, and this is right after he beat CM Punk on Dynamite, like literally like the Saturday after. So he said, "You're a loser just like CM Punk. Tell everyone MJF has branded you." So
Wow.
I'm like laughing. I'm like, this is so awesome. And I got a couple of pictures of him drawing the L on my face. And then we took our picture, and then I said, "Oh, and just an FYI, if you and CM Punk get in the ring again, CM Punk's gonna kick your ass." He goes, "Well, let's just say that CM Punk got his ass kicked by me twice. A third time isn't gonna make a difference." And then I go, "Oh yeah?" And I started going, CM Punk, CM Punk, right? Just to piss him off. And everybody there started chanting at the same time, CM Punk, CM Punk. He got out of his chair. He flipped his chair like out of the way, like onto the ground and everything. He's like, shut up, shut up. He's going. It's so funny. I was like, this is freaking awesome. I started this chant and pissed him off so hard. It was such a great moment. Like,
That's awesome.
yeah, it was freaking great. It's something I'm gonna remember the rest of my life. It was funny because I have the like I had this like L on my cheek, and obviously I got a shower and everything, and this L is still there on my cheek, and everybody's like, "Didn't you wash your cheek when you showered?" I'm like, "No." They're like, "Why?" I'm like, "Memories." I'm like,
Right.
that's so nasty. It's like I don't know, something about it was cool, but now obviously the next time I showered, I washed it. But I just wanted to see what
Right.
people would say when they said something about that. That was a pretty cool experience.
That's
So
awesome.
obviously WWE and AEW. they're the main promotions out there, obviously. But would you choose a different promotion like Ring of Honor, Impact Wrestling, or another promotion if offered a contract? And like, which one would you choose? Like,
Oh, most definitely. I would definitely pick. I mean, anyone that comes to my hand, I would
yeah,
definitely sit
and
down
promoting
and
opportunities.
take the time. Yeah, yeah, definitely take the time to see what they offer, stuff like that. Because
Mhm.
for me, it's always been a dream to be on TV.
Right.
That's just whether if it was pro
Mhm.
wrestling or some other hobby. I always wanted to be on TV.
Mhm.
But just any of those that offer that alone
Yeah,
to me is just like, oh, I'm down. You know,
absolutely.
and I'm always down to learning new things too. Not
Mhm.
only just wrestling, but like just stuff about the business, how production
Yeah.
goes, you know, how fast can we set up this ring, how fast can we tear it down, type of thing.
Mhm.
I'm always
Absolutely.
invested in that.
Absolutely. So, are you currently signed anywhere, like to any like smaller indie film production, like any indie promotions or anything?
I'm pretty much open to whoever.
Nice. So, if anybody's watching this that is out there and wants to, sign Elijah Cruz here, give him a contract. Works hard for it. Um,
Please come to me.
Yes, exactly. I would like to see you on my TV screen one of these days. I'm sure you would do amazing. I mean, you're on my Facebook, you do amazing stuff. I see, a lot of the stuff you got going on there. And I think, you definitely got what it takes to be, definitely on TV and with the big boys, where the big boys play, as they say. Yeah. So the last question I do got for you, do you have any upcoming events, appearances, or any type of gigs or anything at all, social media, websites that you would like to promote to the listening and viewing audience?
Yeah, so I got actually a couple of shows coming up. I got one in April 20th,
Mhm.
Rapid Wrestling. Um, May, we got a May, we got
Mhm.
Eclipse, we got Classic Championship Wrestling.
Nice.
Um, June, right back to Rapid. I'm booked up for Rapid a couple times throughout the year. We got some planned big for that company.
Nice.
And then I want to say who else? I feel like I'm missing one, but I think that's it for right now. But
Okay.
I still got a lot more people. I'm talking to in boxing and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Um, Definitely want to get back to every weekend on the road type of
Mhm.
thing. It's been slow recently, but
Mhm.
definitely want to get back to that and have some fun. I'm ready to get
Absolutely.
some debuts going, man. Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Definitely. And I would love to meet you one day. So let me know if you're ever in the Baltimore or even the northeastern Pennsylvania area because I travel, I commute between both of my locations there. So if you're in the area, just let me know. I'd love to meet you, come out and support you, see one of your matches and that.
Yeah, man. PA, you said?
I'm in Northeast PA, about an hour north of Harrisburg.
Okay. I know we got a show in Morrisville, PA,
Where is it?
I want to say. Morrisville
Morrisville. Where's my phone's over there.
or
Crap.
or Maryville.
Let me check that out quick. Give me one sec.
Yeah, that one's for Classic Championship Wrestling.
Okay.
Um, May 21st.
It's right by Philly area. It's about 2.5 hours from me where I'm from in Pennsylvania. Let me see how far it is from Baltimore. Let me see. It is about 2 hours from Baltimore as well. So 2 hours the different direction. Yeah, it's not that bad
Okay.
though. Yeah, absolutely. Well, definitely check out Elijah Cruz. Do you have any social media that you would like to plug or any website emails or anything that people that want to book you where they can get you?
Oh yeah, there's so many ways you can find me. I got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Uh, Instagram is the crew underscore Elijah Cruz. Twitter is uh, EC, no, the crew underscore EC.
Awesome.
Facebook is Elijah Cruz. If you want to book me or have me on type of signing, whatever the case may be, whatever, we can make something happen. Please go to or email me at Elijah Cruz bookings at gmail.com. I
Awesome.
would love to make it happen and
Awesome.
make something special. So
Absolutely. And
let's
I
make
can
it
verify that email works because that's how I got you for Slasher Scotty.
happen.
Absolutely. I thank you so much, Elijah, for joining me tonight.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. You have a great rest of your night.
You
All right.
too.
Bye.